everybody, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day so far. My day is going pretty good. I've had quite a bit to do today. I've been downstairs building our new filming area and it's going amazingly, thankfully. Touch wood actually, because you know when you start talking about how well things are going, something usually goes bad. But I'm going to go down after I've finished filming here and paint the walls and that, and hopefully by the end of the week we can move down there and have a more structured filming area where we don't have to move things all the time, because we're in a living space at the moment. So yeah, we've always got to move stuff around, so stuff's never centered, and yeah, it's getting frustrating. I can honestly say I'm getting frustrated with it. Anyway, today we are reacting to Vietnam War. Camera rolls as platoon comes under fire. This is a request from Mark, the first request since I've been back. Thank you very much, Mark. And I figured this is going to be a great one to start because I don't know a lot when it comes to the Vietnam War. I'm quite clued up when it comes to World War I and World War II, but as far as Vietnam War comes, I'm not really clued up. So I'm really looking forward to this video in the sense that I'm hoping it teaches me a little bit more, and I actually want to get more involved, like more into it, if that makes sense. Not involved, because that's obviously in the history, and yeah, it's not something I want to get involved in, but I'd like to learn a lot more about it, if that makes sense. So yeah, we're going to be checking that out. But before we do, if you guys haven't done so already, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you want to support the channel, there's an Amazon affiliate link down in the description. It's not going to cost you anything extra, but if you do any shopping on Amazon, we'll get a tiny percentage, and that goes towards our whole family savings, so that hopefully sometime this year we can come over to America and explore. Anyway, without further ado, let's check out the camera rolls as a platoon comes under fire.
It's dawn, and Alpha Troop 19 is commuting to war. 21 GIs bound for a jungle clearing a mile from the Cambodian border. American soldiers hiking their way through the sweaty jungles of South Vietnam, searching for an elusive enemy.
That's crazy how thick that jungle is as well. You can't see anything. And I've seen some videos of some of the traps and booby traps the Vietnamese had. Those are nuts, aren't they? Imagine having to deal with that as well. Let me just have a sip of something. I've got quite a dry mouth. But just being in that jungle, the heat, you roasting, uncomfortable, and you've got to be scared of it, like someone's going to jump out and shoot you.
The temperature is almost 100 degrees, and the jungle stifles even the tiniest breeze. The going is slow. There could be a North Vietnamese regiment hiding a few yards away, and no one would see it. Nobody talks, so you start thinking. Specialist 4 Dwayne Boer is thinking he's going to meet his fiancée in Honolulu in 2 weeks, and he will show her the silver star the general pinned on him yesterday. DeValle is the lone medic in the platoon. He's scared from the moment he gets out of the chopper to the moment it picks him up.
I don't blame him.
That someday he's going to get killed picking up a wounded buddy. Jorgensen,
I don't know whether it's fear, I don't know, it's apprehension more than anything, I think. For me, anyway. I've never been in that situation, but like he's saying he's scared. I don't blame him for being scared. This is a bit small. Let me see if I can make it a bit bigger for you guys. But you're in a foreign place that's just jungle, and yeah, I'd be freaking out, to be honest.
Just became a sergeant, but he doesn't like it. He'd rather be up walking point, where the action is. He's already got 3 Purple Hearts, so everybody calls him Hero. Then there's Lieutenant Hughley. Everybody calls him Blue. That's his radio call. Blue didn't want to come to Vietnam, and he'd much rather be a businessman than a soldier. But right now, he's in charge of the lives of 21 men. Somewhere in this jungle, there's several hundred North Vietnamese soldiers who could wipe out this little American unit to the last man in an unguarded moment. Today, though, it's quiet. A few bunkers uncovered, then a quick lunch, and back down the trail to the pickup zone. Just a peaceful walk in the sun.
You're shooting blind, don't you, a lot of the time? You just, spray and pray, I've heard people say. Because you can't see. Obviously, if they're hitting something, you can sort of see the puffs of dust or whatever it is. But, I mean, that's got to be so scary. You're just cruising around the jungle. All of a sudden, you hear that.
Okay. Okay, would you roll in a 270 from the smoke, approximately 100 meters away from it. I'll adjust you from there.
All right, who's wounded?
All right, give me some cover.
Look at this bloke, one-handed. That's like that movie. What was that movie? Full Metal Jacket. The one guy would always, he had the ammo strapped around him. I can't remember the names or anything. That's what that reminded me of. I think the sniper takes him out in that movie.
Get him back here if you can. Can you move him?
Uh-oh.
Can you move him? Okay, try to bring him back here. Remember to stop the bleeding.
And Devalle, the medic, having survived another rescue mission, brings back his wounded man. Who is it? Who is it? The question spreads down the line. Oh, Christ, it's Hero, the sergeant who likes to walk point. How bad is it? A couple of leg wounds.
He's still fighting.
I was walking point, and we noticed a side trail. It was one of the side trails we came down. It had more use on it than when we first came down it. So I looked up and spotted it was an NVA. He had a green uniform, had an AK, and it was like a quick draw old thing. I opened up in him. He opened up in me. Yeah, I'm afraid it works that way. But he's lying up there on the trail.
Oh, you got him.
I got hit in both legs.
Pop smoke, 4-3. Pop smoke over here.
Right. That's about it.
Ed?
Well, I've got 7 months in country now. 3 Purple Hearts. I don't need a 4th.
The enemy soldier who shot Jorgensen cannot be found. He may have survived or dragged himself off to die. Most of the time, you never really know. The problem now is to get Hero out of here. So Blue calls in the Medevac helicopter and sets up a perimeter to protect it. Hero.
Fair play to the news reporters in that, eh? Or the journalists that go over there. I mean, they're armed with a camera and a microphone. That's all they've got, really.
Hero has stopped making brave jokes now. The shock has worn off and the pain has begun. The helicopter hovers over the jungle, and in the midst of the firefight, his buddies put Hero on the rescue chopper, and he's pulled up 100 feet. 100 feet to a hospital bed and a one-way ticket out of the Vietnam War.
That you've got to feel so vulnerable while that chopper's taking you up, because like you're a target, aren't you? You're in the air.
And then it's quiet again. Alpha Troop 19, blessed
The relief
one man,
when you get in there.
gingerly making its way back through the heat and the smell of gunpowder, back to the pickup zone. Tomorrow, the military communique will read, one American was wounded in an engagement with an unknown-size enemy force. Enemy casualties are unknown. But you've seen how it really was. Heroism, danger, fear, all rolled into one. Words don't describe it. Richard Threlkeld, CBS News, near the Cambodian border.
Well, Hero definitely deserves his name, doesn't he? I mean, flippin' heck, he didn't have to walk on point, and he was still up there. He wanted to be up in the business, and yeah, he got wounded, and that was the end of the war for him, from what they said. Who knows if he went back though? But yeah, this is like I've had a few comments in the past. Oh, he's glorifying it all. I'm not at all, but I do think that the men and women who have put their lives on the line in the past deserve a little bit of admiration, you know, like, because not everyone would do it. I don't know if I would do it. I'd like to think I would if I was called up, but I don't know. I never know until it happens. So yeah, I take my hats off to everyone who served and has served and will serve, and yeah, just they're awesome. They're awesome, and I've got a lot of respect and a lot of time for them. We all do in this household. We actually live in quite a army style town here in Ružomberok, where we go shopping. Leia's favorite shop, there's like the base there, and that, and you always see all the soldiers and that, and yeah, I love it. I think that it looks awesome. So yeah, I don't know whether I could do it. My whole family, my dad was a soldier, so yeah, maybe I'm just a letdown. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your evening, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.